The Dresden Files by Jim Butcher. It's a fantasy series, detective fiction mixed with magic and supernatural creatures, including wizards, werewolves, fairies, demons, angels, fallen angels, ancient gods, and much, much more. There are 15 books in the series. However, because of time constraints, I'm only going to be reviewing the first two, Stormfront and Full Moon. Harry Dresden. He is the main character and he's a professional wizard. Some background information. Harry grew up in an orphanage. His mother, Margaret LeFay, died during childbirth, and his father, Malcolm, died when he was very young. He was adopted by a wizard named Justin Dumorn in his preteens, along with Elaine Mallory, and were trained as wizards together. Justin was a member of the White Council, who was the wizarding governing body. Justin tried to enslave him, which led to a fight that Harry won by killing Justin with fire magic. By breaking one of the wizarding laws, Harry was placed on probation, called the Doom of Damocles, and Donald Morgan is his overseeing probation officer. The penalty for violation is death. There are 7 laws of magic, according to the White Council. Harry moved to Chicago and started a private investigation company, and is the only advertised practicing wizard. He often consults for the Chicago Police Department on strange or unusual cases. This is the beginning of Stormfront. Stormfront. Harry receives a call from Lieutenant Karen Murphy and asks him for a consult on a crime scene. Harry arrives and sees 2 people, a man and a woman, killed by magic during sexual intercourse. Karen asks Harry to research how these 2 people were killed. This puts Harry in a bind because of the Doom of Damocles, because it would require him to research killing another person using magic. Upon leaving the scene, Harry is approached by the male's former employer, Gentleman Johnny Marcone, who is the head of the biggest crime organization in Chicago. Ruthless as he is very protective of his employees, and asks Harry to back off the case so he can handle the investigation himself, which Harry refuses. This sets the stage for the book. Harry finds out the female worked for a vampiress, Bianca of the Red Court. Against Karen's orders, Harry questions Bianca about the dead female. A confrontation ensues, and Bianca kills one of her favorite servants, which she blames Harry for. Harry researches the spell needed to kill a person the same way as the murder. Harry also acquires the services of a low fairy, Toot-Toot, by tricking him with food. Harry encounters a reporter for an arcane magazine, Susan Rodriguez, who twisted an interview to get Harry to agree to a date. Susan comes over for the date with Harry, and before they can leave, they were attacked by a demon. During this encounter, Harry meets the murderer for the first time, who was a wizard like himself. Harry defeats the demon and is now the focus of the next killing. Harry finds the murderer using storms to fuel his spells. Unfortunately, Morgan comes to the same conclusion and believes Harry is the murderer. Morgan calls for a meeting with the White Council to try Harry for murdering humans with magic. Harry surprise attacks Morgan and knocks him out, ensuring he will be convicted by the council. Harry tracks the murderer upstate just before the next storm, and learns the murderer, who is Victor Sells, is mass-producing a drug which allows people to see the supernatural. Harry confronts the murderer, who is accompanied by 2 other people. A battle ensues, and a wayward spell engulfs the house in flames. Harry knows he cannot win and live, so he kills Victor without magic, only to believe he will die himself by fire. Morgan arrives in time to see Victor as the murderer and saves Harry from certain death. At the White Council meeting, Morgan testifies for Harry, and a Doom of Damocles is lifted. Disgusted, Morgan vows to watch Harry closely. Harry saves the day. During the search for the truth, he had to lie to Karen, and as such, altered the relationship to one of mistrust, even though Harry found the murderer. This sets the stage for the next book. Full Moon. Harry meets with Kim Delaney, who he previously mentored to control her magical abilities. She asks him how to make a set of 3 magical circles, each circle designed to contain a different type of entity. In the end, Harry refuses to explain about the circles because it is dangerous magic. Kim is mad and leaves. Harry is then contacted by Lieutenant Karen Murphy to consult on a crime scene just outside of Chicago. Upon meeting Karen, you can tell how the relationship has changed to one that is completely professional. changed because she feels that she can't trust Harry because he lied to her. Harry examines the scene and observes a bloody, wolfish footprint. Before the scene is completely examined, FBI agents arrive on scene and confront Murphy. A small confrontation ensues, and Murphy defends herself against an agent's attacks. The agent attempts to shoot her, but misses. After leaving the scene of the crime, Murphy explains a series of deaths occurred exactly a month before inside Chicago. A high-profile person was one of the people killed, and the city asked the FBI to take over the case. After Harry leaves Murphy, he uses blood from the crime scene and a spell to locate the owner of the blood. It takes him to an abandoned store where he confronts a group of kids known as the Alphas and is disarmed by their pack leader, Tara West, who leaves him alive. Murphy arrives on scene to find Harry on the ground and the Alphas are gone. Harry researches werewolves and makes a report to Murphy. He takes it to the police station, but is unable to talk to her. He gives a report to one of the FBI agents who were at the crime scene the previous night. He is given an unofficial tip about a biker street gang who might have more information about murders. Harry follows the tip to a rundown garage. He makes contact with Parker, who is a leader of the Street Wolves. The Street Wolves are lycanthropes, people who do not change their appearance, but become bestial in their minds. Harry escapes the encounter, but now the Street Wolves want him dead. Harry returns to his office to find Marcone in his office. Marcone offers to hire Harry's services for a hefty fee. Harry refuses. Upon leaving, Marcone tells Harry the recent killings are tied to Harley McFinn and the Northwest Passage Project. While researching Harley, Harry is called to another murder scene, which happens to be the residence of Harley McFinn. Kim is dead, and in her hand is a paper with Harry's handwriting. Karen arrests Harry and puts him in the back of a patrol car. FBI agents arrive on the scene. While the cops and FBI agents fight about the scene, Tara helps Harry escape from the patrol vehicle. Harry is shot in the shoulder during the escape. Harry wakes up in a hotel room and learns Tara is not human. Tara is dating Harley and finds out he is the worst of all werewolves, a loup-garou. Tara takes Harry to meet Harley, and Harley is arrested and taken to jail. Harry escapes arrest and calls Susan to pick him and Tara up with a promise of an exclusive interview about recent events. They are followed, and Harry jumps out of the vehicle and confronts the followers, which happen to be Street Wolves. Harry is captured and taken to the garage. Harry wakes up and is chained up. Marcone tries again to retain Harry's services. Harry agrees to save himself from the Street Wolves. Before signing the contract, the Street Wolves attack Marcone, and Harry escapes with the help of the Alphas. FBI agents arrive and become werewolves themselves. Harry sees an agent reach into his jacket before changing, which implies the agents are hexenwolves. After escaping, Harry goes to the police station. McFinn changes into a werewolf and escapes the cell and starts killing police officers. Harry helps Karen chase off McFinn, but not before her partner, Carmichael, is killed. Harry, with the help of the Alphas, learn the location of McFinn's next target, Marcone. They try to sneak into Marcone's fortified residence and are captured by Marcone and the FBI, along with Karen, and placed into a large pit. The FBI agents double-cross Marcone and tie him up as bait for McFinn to cover their involvement with the recent murders. Harry and Karen, with Marcone's help, escape and confront McFinn and the agents. The agents and McFinn are killed. They take the belts from the agents, which allows them to change into werewolves, and burn them. Tara is revealed as a wolf who changes into a human, and she taught the Alphas to change into wolves. The question left is who gave these agents the belts of black magic.